So today we will be solving Neet 2025 question paper. So we will do the complete paper discussion. Right? Just I have received the question paper. Just we will go through one by one. The 46th question is identify the suitable reagent. So ester is converted into aldehyde, right? So the reagent used for it is dibolage. Dibolage can reduce cyanides as well as esters into aldehydes. So direct NCERT question है, simple question है. Next one, correct order of decreasing order of acidity. We know that plus I effect decreases the acidic character. So formic acid is the most acidic one. So we have got two options there. So second one is acetic acid, correct hai, right? So then as the methyl group increases, the bulkiness increases, basic character decreases. So therefore the answer for the 47th question is the first option. Next 48, which of the following reaction does not belong to Lasagne test? So this belongs to the Lasagne test. Sodium cyanide test is Lasagne test. Sodium sulfide is also Lasagne test. But heating of copper oxide with carbon is not part of Lasagne test. So answer for the question is second answer. So answer is second option. Right. So next one, if the rate of reaction, the rate constant of the reaction is 0.03 per seconds, how much time does it take for 7.2 millimoles liters to get reduced to 0.9 moles per liter? He has given the units of K, so that means it's a first order reaction. So K equals to 2.303 by T into log R0 by R is the formula. So we are given K, so that is 0.03 equals to 2.303 by time should be calculated log 7.2 by 0.9. So this goes how many times? 8 times. So the T equals to 2.303 over 0.03 into log 8 can be written as 3 log 2. 2 cube लिख सकते हो. So log 2 is 3010. So on solving this you will get the answer equal to 69.3. So answer for the question is third option. 49th के लिए third option. 50th question, two statements are given. A hypothetical diatomic molecule with bond order 0 is quite stable. गलत statement है. As bond order increases, the bond length decreases. ये भी गलत है. So both are wrong है. Both statement 1, 2 are false. Both statement 1, 2 are false statements. Next here comes the 51. Out of the following complexes, which of the following compound will have minimum conductance in solution? Minimum conductance. So this gives you 4 ions. The conductance corresponds to 4 ions here. So this gives you 2 ions. This gives you 0. This gives you the 0. So minimum conductance is shown here. अगर 0 conductance है तो ऐसा 2 ऑप्शन मिलेगा, लेकिन इसमें से नहीं होगा. Next one, which of the following exhibit highest boiling point? Right? So highest boiling point exhibited by ionic compounds. These two are the covalent compounds. So बचा ये दो ही है. इसका I is 3. इसका I कितना होगा? 2 है. So answer is the first option होना चाहिए. Right? Next we will go to 53rd question. Two statements are given. Assertion, reason. Assertion. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So butyl iodide undergoes SN2 reaction faster than butyl chloride. Correct statement है. Iodine is better leaving group than the chlorine. So the same is given here. So both are correct. So both are correct and correct explanation is also correct. Next one, oxidation numbers. Oxidation numbers of underlined elements. In potassium, oxidation number is always 1. In peroxide, it is -1. Here it is +6. +1, -1, +6. Option 3 is the right answer for the question. Right? Potassium +1, oxygen in peroxide -1, in sulfur it is +6. 55 question, Haber process goes with iron catalyst. A goes with 1. So we have 3 options correct. Next one, Wilkinson process is Walker oxidation goes with B goes with 2. Right? So Wilkinson reagent Ziegler-Natta is 4. So option 4 is the answer. So this is the answer. So A is catalyst, B is 2, Walker process we use palladium chloride, C is 3, Wilkinson reagent is triphenyl rhodium chloride, and D is the answer. Direct question है NCERT based questions here. Like nitrogen that can form ammonia, arsenic can also form arsine. Correct statement है. Antimony cannot form antimony pentoxide. Antimony pentoxide is not known because of the size. So statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is incorrect. Yeah, 57. Ferromagnetism is considered as an extreme of paramagnetism. Correct statement. And the number of unpaired electrons in chromium is same as neodymium +3. Right? So chromium +2, 4s1, 3d5 is the chromium. So it will be 4s0, 3d4. So 4 unpaired electrons are in chromium. Neodymium +3 has got same. So both statements are correct statements. Right. Next one, which of the following reaction does not give benzene as a product? So first one gives the benzene, correct statement. Doesn't give annadu kada. So ikkada phenol vastadandi. So here we get phenol, not this one. Right. So here soda lime heating, so we'll get benzene C6H6. So here cyclization also get C6H6. Benzene diazonium chloride when heated with warm water will get the phenol, not the benzene. So answer is 2. Next one, match the following hybridizations and all this. sp3 hybridized and pyramidal shape. So A goes with 2, you have 2 options. Next, XeF2 sp3 dehybridization linear, B goes with 1. So B goes with 1, రెండిట్లో అదే ఉంది. XeF6 8 plus 6, 14 by 2 is 7 sp3 d3 hybridization, that is D goes with 3. So D3 is the third option. Direct question essay questions we have done so many times. How many products are including stereoisomers are expected in the following compound? Okay, so this is good one. So I'll count here. So here we will get one compound same as this one. Here is the second one. Here is the third one. Here is the fourth one. Total 4 compounds are being formed. Right? So if that is the case, this becomes chiral center. So 4 plus 1 equals to 5 होना चाहिए आंसर. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is not gonna be chiral center. This is not gonna be chiral center. Neither is gonna be chiral center. So only this one becomes chiral center. 5 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5 is the answer for the question. Pretty easy questions, right? Which of the following statements are true? Unlike gallium that has very high melting point, gallium has very low melting point. Cesium has very low melting point. So unlike gallium has very high melting point. On Pauling scale, electronegativity values of nitrogen, chlorine are not the same. Nitrogen, chlorine have got the same. So we have to find what? Correct statements find करना है. Argon, potassium, calcium, chloride, calcium, Sio2, all are isoelectronic. Is it, are they isoelectronic? S minus to 18 electrons, this is 18 electrons, 18 electrons, 18 electrons, 18 electrons. C is correct है, right? So जिसमें C नहीं है उसको ignore करना है. The correct order of first ionization enthalpy of sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon are. Okay, so sodium is least correct statement है, right? So how is it gonna be? Sodium followed by magnesium, magnesium bigger than aluminium, so D is incorrect. जिसमें D है वो भी गलत होगा. The atomic radius of cesium is greater than that of lithium and rubidium, ये correct statement है. So answer is A and C is the answer. A and C is the answer. Next one, the standard heat of formation of barium plus is. Okay, barium plus calculate करना है. Given standard heat of formation of SO4 minus 2 is given as 2.216 and standard heat of crystallization of barium sulfate is given as 4.5. Standard heat of formation of barium sulfate is given as this much, and we are asked to calculate this one. So we have to write the equation. We'll come back to this question in a minute. Next, 63. The alloys are given, the solutions are given, and the examples are given. Alloy is solid in solid type, so B1. So B1 two options में है, right? And amalgam is solid in liquid. Amalgam is liquid in solid. C goes with 4. C goes with 4, doesn't help us. So you have to decide A. Humidity is it 3? Solid in gas possible नहीं है. So the answer is fourth option है. It should be A, solid. A goes with 2, liquid in solid. B is 1, C is 1, D is 3. D is 3, smoke is solid in gas. So answer is fourth option. Yeah, the next one, a reaction is given, following diagram accurate represents the products and represents, right? So here the, okay, so we'll just zoom out. So here the heat is, so this represents that energy is released, exothermic reaction. In exothermic reactions, products energy is less than reactants. So this could be our answer, this cannot be our answer, this cannot be our answer. इकड़ैते increase అయిపోయింది. Products energy is more than the reactants, ये भी नहीं है. So answer should be first option होना चाहिए. Okay, so products दोनों में, इसमें भी है, ये दोनों में एक चूज करना है. ये दोनों तो गया हुआ है, तो ये 74 कैसे हुआ? Total energy is 74, option 1 is the right. Next one, total number of possible isomers, both structural as well as stereoisomers of cyclic ether of the following formula. Cyclic ether, okay. So we have 4 carbons and 1 oxygen. So that means we have pentagon. So this is one possibility, C4H8. Only we have to draw cyclic ethers only. Cyclic ethers. This is one and this is another one. So where you have one CH3 here, and this is another one where you have CH3 over here. Okay. And here is another one where we have cyclic ether. You have 2 alkyl groups here, and here it is 2. Here it is another one where you have this kind of structure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are possible, but chiral centers also we need to count, right? So this can be cis or trans. तो एक ऐड करना पड़ेगा यहाँ पर, right? यहाँ पर ये chiral center हो गया है, right? यहाँ आने के बाद ये chiral center नहीं है, लेकिन ये chiral center हुआ है ना? तो यहाँ एक CH3O CHH. So 2 chiral center है. So 6 plus 2, 8 होना चाहिए. So if only stereoisomers asked, 2 total पूछा है तो 8 होना चाहिए. 6 are the structural isomers. Next one, the backward rate constant higher than the forward rate constant by a factor of 2500. So Kp for this reaction 100K is. Okay, so this can be solved easily. Kp पूछा है, Kc is asked, right? Kc is, we'll come back to physical chemistry in a minute. Okay, so this is also physical chemistry question, we'll solve them in a minute, right? So here 70th question, 5 moles of liquid X, 10 moles of liquid Y are mixed solutions having vapor pressure 70 torrs. The vapor pressure of X and Y are 60 and 78 respectively. Which of the following is true regarding the solution? Solution is ideal, non-positive deviation, negative deviation. This is the application question, right? We shall solve it. Okay. So we can solve this one, but how can we solve this? So P total equals to P1 times X1 plus P2 times X2, right? So P total is how much? P total having make solution of pressure 70 torrs. The vapor pressure of X and Y are this. So individual pressures calculate करना है, तो equate इसको करना है. Okay, अगर ये 70 हो गया तो आंसर बराबर होगा. Okay, the liquids of 10 moles 5 moles having vapor pressure is 70. So is 70 equals to 63 into 5 by 15 plus 78 into 10 by 15. If we solve this, if this satisfies, we say the ideal gas equation. If this is more positive, if this is more negative deviation. Right. The next one, 71. Which of the following choose equal number of atoms? Oh, equal number of atoms. पहले moles calculate करना है. 212 equals to 2 moles. 248 equals to, how much is it? 248 equals to, let us use calculator for ease of time saving purpose, right? So 248 by 62. So this is how many moles? 4 moles. And 240 by 40. So 0 cancel. This is 6 moles. Molar mass is 2. So 6 by 6 moles. Carbon dioxide 220. 220 by 220 over 44 is 5 moles. This is 5 moles. Okay, but the question is number of atoms पूछा है. Which of the following choose equal number of atoms? तो इसमें total number of atoms कितना होगा? First one is 2 into 2, 3, 6. So 12 atoms है. ఇందులో ఎన్ని ఉంటాయి? 12 moles. 4 into 3. So this is also 12. This is 6 into 1, 2, 3. 18. And this is 6 into 12. 6 into 2, 12. And this is last one, 5 into 3, 15. So we have these too many. We got this one. A, of course B and C. No, not C. A, B, D. A, B, D have got the same number of atoms. Right. The next one, which of the following are paramagnetic in nature? So सारे nickel compounds are given. So of course A is paramagnetic in nature. So we can solve it, right? So this is easy one. Nickel is 4s2 3d8. Nickel is in +2 state. Here it is 0. You have got D8 configuration. So D8 configuration should be distributed in these boxes, right? 8 electrons, weak field 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is paramagnetic. So A. So answer should not be the fourth one. Let us consider nickel. Nickel में क्या होगा? These electrons also come back to here. sp3 hybridized state है. So we have to write for D10 configuration. D10 configuration won't be having unpaired electrons because D8 D10, so B should not be included. B वाला ऑप्शन तो बचा ही नहीं. NiCN4 कैसे होगा? NiCN4 has got +2 oxidation state and D8 configuration. So ये strong field ligand है cyanide, right? So we have got 8 electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, it is also paramagnetic in nature. And if this is paramagnetic nature, D is also paramagnetic nature and E is also paramagnetic nature. AD, E could be better option, but we'll wait for the final key. Half-life for a reaction is 1 minute. Then 99% of reaction completes closest to what? Okay, so this can be solved here. T half, that is T half equals to 2.303 by K into log 100 by 50. Now we'll go for T 99.9, which is equals to 2.303 by K into log 100 by, so कितना बचेगा? 0.1 बचेगा. सो ये दोनों कट हो गए, तो ये बच गया. ये कितना बचा है? log 2 0.3010 बचा है. यहाँ पर ये होगा log 1000 is 3, right? So that means T half by T99 equals to 0.3 by 3. So what we have to calculate? 99 calculate करना है. So T99 equals to 3 into T1 by 2 by 0.3. So this goes 0.1, so will be 10 minutes. 10 minutes is the answer, right? So next one, yeah, 74. Energy and radius of first Bohr orbit of helium and lithium are respectively. Energy and radius of first Bohr orbit of helium and neon. Okay, पहले हीलियम का कैलकुलेट करेंगे. सो रेडियस इक्वल्स टू 529 into n squared by z. n squared by z, isn't it? n squared by z. सो इसको 100 लिखता हूँ. n स्क्वायर कितना होगा? फर्स्ट बोर ऑर्बिट. सो 1 स्क्वायर्ड बाई z is 2. सो z is 2, that means 59 का 2 almost 30 के बराबर आता है, isn't it? So radius of it is 59 by 2. Z value is here. So run. Radius is this one. Okay. So 59 by 2. 52.9 by 2. Okay, sorry. Goes 2, 6, 4 and 5. 26.4. Helium radius is 26. We have to see the helium radius. Radius 26.4 यहाँ पर दिख रहा है, right? हीलियम रेडियस 17 दिख रहा है यहाँ पर. एनर्जी कैलकुलेट करने का ज़रूरत नहीं है, तो यहाँ भी 26.4 है. दिस कुड बी आवर आंसर. एनर्जी भी चेक करना पड़ेगा. So ikkada 17 undi, so this cannot be our answer. So our answer should be this one or this one. Okay, then we'll find the radius of lithium. Radius of lithium is 52.9 into first orbit lithium, so that is 1 squared by 3. So this goes 3 goes 1, so you left with 3. 17. Yeah, lithium is 17.6 వస్తుంది. So this both of them have got the 17.6. So then we have to calculate the energy, calculate करना होगा. So helium के लिए calculate करेंगे. Helium energy equals to, energy के लिए So minus 2.18 into 10 power 18 into z squared by n squared. Z squared by n squared. Of course for helium फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट के लिए ये 1 स्क्वायर है डिवाइडेड बाई n स्क्वायर्ड. सो आंसर इज द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन. थोड़ा ट्रिकी पार्ट है, क्वेश्चन इजी है बट थोड़ा टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है. ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन दिया है, एक एक ऑप्शन एक एक क्वेश्चन हो गए. अमंग द फॉलोइंग द बॉन्ड ऑर्डर इज. So here the carbon is in sp2 hybridized state, here it is sp hybridized state, here it is sp3 hybridized state. So this is the strongest bond. 2 followed by 1, 2 followed by 1 followed by that. Next, Dalton's theory could not explain which of the following: law of multiple proportions, law of gaseous volume, law of conservation of mass, law of So conservation of mass is explained, but it multiple proportions also constant proportions. Law of gaseous volumes is not explained by Dalton's theory. Paper is bit easier, but the options have become more lengthier. Identify the correct against the property. H2O has got more dipole moment than NH2 and CH3. करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट है बिकॉज इसके पास 2 लोन पेयर्स है, इसके पास 1 लोन पेयर है, इसके पास नहीं है. And number of lone pairs, B गलत है. XeF2 has 3 lone pairs. Bond length, weaker bond is longer. So he's saying that this is the weakest. Oxygen is smaller, right? Hydrogen is common in these two cases. Carbon should be greater. Bond enthalpy, D is correct. A and D are the correct answers. 78, match the following. Okay. Vitamins match the following है. Vitamin B12 pernicious anemia, vitamin D rickets, B3 हर जगह पे है, एंड A4 दोनों ऑप्शंस में दिख रहा है. ओके. विटामिन B6 and convulsions, right? So B2 gives you cheiliosis, B6 convulsions, right? So D2. So answer is 4. Next one, correct order of decreasing basic strength of amine. So in the low gaseous, he did not mention which phase is it. Okay. So of course, N-methyl ethanamine, this is 2 degree amine, followed by ethanamine, followed by N-methyl ethanamine, followed by benzamine. Benzamine, ethanamine, N-ethyl aniline, N-ethyl ethanamine. N-ethyl ethanamine followed by ethanamine followed by benzenamine followed by N-methyl aniline. Okay. So सबका स्ट्रक्चर्स ड्रा करना आसान होगा. So first one is N-methyl ethanamine. N-ethyl ethanamine. 2 ethyl groups are connected to nitrogen. This is the strongest one. So this is the right option. The next one, correct order of wavelength of light absorbed by the following is. So direct ligand field strength ही है. So strongest ligand among all these is cyanide, and energy ज़्यादा है. So wavelength कैसे होगा? Least होगा, right? So it should be least. B least में दो options में है. So whether C is in the right place, A is ammonia. So ammonia. So it is the answer is 4. Which of the following compound does not decolorize bromine water? So this decolorizes the bromine water. So this cyclohexane cannot decolorize it. Next, predict the following in the following reaction. So this type of reactions we have already done it. Benzyl peroxide, you have to follow the anti-Markovnikov rule. So here you have 1 hydrogen, here you have 2 hydrogens. So hydrogen goes where less number of hydrogens are there. So that means, wait a minute. So here you have 1 hydrogen, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so we'll take the carbocation. 1 2 3 4. No hydrogen here. So here is 1 hydrogen. So hydrogen goes here. bromine comes here, first reaction. Next cyanide, this will be converted to cyanide, right? So then it is treated with sodium amalgam and ethyl alcohol. KCN, sodium amalgam and ethyl alcohol. Yeah, it's a सोडियम मेटल के साथ इसका रिएक्शन होगा तो क्या मिलना चाहिए? सो सोडियम इज अ रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट, सो रिड्यूस करेंगे इसको रिड्यूस करना है तो यहाँ NH2 मिलना चाहिए, राइट? सो दिस इज द आंसर. ओके, सोडियम इज अ रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट, so ikkada CH3 ikkada, so both are given at the same place. This is not the answer, this is the answer. Yeah, next one, 83. Again the match the following. Crude oil industry is done by fractional distillation, so B3 hai. So B3 you have got two options hai, aniline water and chloroform aniline distillation. Aniline water is simple distillation, so D1. So answer is 4. Next, which of the following electronic configuration belong to main group? So this is first group element hai, this is 15th group element hai, so this is again S2P7 17th group element hai, this is again first group element hai, this is D block element. So that means 1 2 3 4 A B C D. A, wow, correct, choose the correct option. So this is D block element for sure. D block elements only, S and P block elements are considered as main group elements. So the most appropriate is A C D only होना चाहिए. What do you say? D तो है, A है, C कैसे हुआ? C is D block element. No, D17 है, D ये है. ओके, ये वाला नहीं है, यहाँ मैं गलत दिया है, देख लीजिए. This belongs to D black. This is D block element, so this should not be included. Answer is this. Which of the following compound can be exist cis strand isomerism? Cis strands 1 1 पॉसिबल नहीं है, 1 2 देखना पड़ेगा, 1 पेंटीन भी पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो आपका आंसर हो जाएगा शायद यही है, methyl cyclohexene. So this is methyl cyclohexene. So this is cyclohexene. So 2 methyl 2 methyl hextuine. So 1 2 3 4. So 2 methyl hextuine, right? So ikkada hydrogen, here you have hydrogen. This can exhibit cis trans isomerism, right? So 1 2 cyclohexane, dimethyl cyclohexane, 1 2 dimethyl cyclohexane, can it exhibit? No, possible nahi hai. 1 4 can exhibit, right? Answer is fourth one. 86. Phosphoric acid ionizes in 4 steps, while K is written like this. So what is the correct option? Okay, so when the equilibriums are added, their equilibrium constants are added, right? H3PO4 strong acid than H2PO4, B correct statement hai. K1 is greater than K2, ये भी correct है, right? So looks BC, D is also correct answer. Yeah, next one, 87. मैच द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस है, राइट? सो ग्रुप्स पूछा हुआ है, देख लीजिए. अल्यूमिनियम बिलोंग्स टू थर्ड ग्रुप, सो D3. థర్డ్ గ్రూప్ అంటే గ్రూప్ 4 అక్కడ ఉంది. అల్యూమినియం బిలాంగ్స్ టు గ్రూప్ 2, D2 ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఆప్షన్? సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఆన్సర్, రైట్? సో A फोर्थ ग्रुप है, मैग्नीशियम लास्ट ग्रुप है, राइट? and lead first group hai. Yeah, this is the answer. Higher yield of NO is possible when? Okay, higher yield of NO is possible, pressure effect 0 है, right? And delta H is endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction ante heat is on the right side, heat is here. So low temperature is required. Low temperature is required. Why? High temperature no. हाई यील्ड ऑफ एनओ चाहिए, हाई यील्ड ऑफ एनओ चाहिए तो फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन फास्ट चलना है. फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन के लिए हाई टेम्परेचर इज रिक्वायर्ड. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द पॉसिबिलिटी. लो टेम्परेचर गया, हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ N2, हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ O2. सो ACD is the right answer. Next one, given below are the two statements. Benzalidine diazonium salt prepared by the reaction of aniline with nitrous acid at 270 to 220 decomposes easily in the dry state. Insertion of iodine into benzene ring is difficult. Hence, iodobenzene preparation through this reaction. Hence, iodobenzene is prepared through the reaction of benzene diazonium salt with Ki. In light of above, so both statements are correct statements. Yeah, the next one, the last organic reaction. So excess में दिया हुआ है. This is pretty good one. So this is going to be ఇక్కడ OMgBr వస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ OH వస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ CH3 వస్తుంది. Okay, so could be third option या fourth option. Even this could be one of the options. But cyanide के पास भी वही हाल होगा. साइनाइड के पास भी ये इधर टूट जाएगा, तो यहाँ पर एक, यहाँ पर एक, MgOH यहाँ पर होगा, यहाँ CH3 होगा, तो यहाँ CH3 होगा, यहाँ डबल बॉन्ड आ जाएगा, right? So 2 moles of methyl group is attached to this and alcohol will be formed. Answer is the first option, right? Thank you. I'll update few numerical based questions in a minute.